All right, so here we are again. Let's just go over what we're kind of discussing in this one and which application I'm talking about. So in this application, we will be talking about the shopping list app. I would not be going over the HTTP request because that is just extra data, but I will be going over the application, the integration, and the building of the application. I did learn all these. I learned the feature widget. I learned how to load states in the HTTP, but that kind of doesn't really go into the functionality or what we are demonstrating in this application development. So I can go into it, but for time's sake, I would rather just focus on the application, which we have here. I've preloaded it up. Kind of my previous videos, sometimes I didn't do that because I was just kind of I try to be up there. So here we are again. Let's just go over what we're kind of discussing in this one application. So basically, that's simple. So simple context you add. We would be talking about the shopping list. So you go name app. I would not be going over the HTTP request because that is just extra data, but I will be going over the application, the integration, and the building of the application. I did learn all these. I learned horribly because I was literally working in internship and most of the assignment. So I weird vegetables in my application development. So let's go. I can go into it, but for time's sake, I would rather just focus on the application, which we have here. I've preloaded it up. Boom. Kind of my previous videos. Sometimes I don't do that because I can't have. I just want it to be up there. So it's fun. I love just messing around with this app because this is an application that I would love. It's a grocery user application. So basically, that's simple planning, but it's just super user friendly, and you see how it has different coding as a feature and the categories. So let's go into kind of describing the coding and creation of this application. Fun times. Let's do. So building a list, users can create and manage their shopping list. Because I can literally working in internship and most of the assignments. So I food vegetables in my life. And then adding new item screen. This screen allows users to interpret details. So that would be, so let's go fruit. Boom. As you can see, it has a coding, categories, tabs. Super fun. I love just messing around with this app because this is an application that I would love to change up. I will be using in real planning, but it's just super user friendly. And so the text form coding widget feature that utilize categories field widget to capture. So let's go into kind of describing names, coding, quantities, etc. It provides a user friendly interface for data entry. So building a list, users can create and manage their shopping list. This drop down. Menu of the categorizes are good that users can choose from while adding items. This is kind of cool. And then adding new item screen. This screen allows users to interpret details. Just drop down. Key edges input decoration kind of just drops down. Shows all entry categories, just all containers that basically show formatting. Kind of the and then another key concept was accessing the global key. The global key is basically used to access manipulate state text form field widget, passing data between screens. This is kind of to capture user input for items, names, quantities, etc. It provides a user-friendly interface for data entry. Former way drop down button is another key concept in this one. And then final challenge solution was kind of the last concept we learned in this one. Items. This is kind of cool because it kind of presenting to users, encouraging leverage and understanding. This is basically what we're presenting here. Shopping this application kind of provides just a good user-friendly experience. It's just all a fun application because I actually enjoyed this one because I could actually see another key concept was accessing via categories. Super global key is basically used to access. I just loved it. It was just this was one of data passing data between screens. They just say that this. Passing data but this was fun and it honestly provided me with useful knowledge and implementing passing on to another screen. That was another key concept in this one. And then final challenge solution was kind of the last concept we learned in this one. Any of these videos, basically feel free to let me know. And now I've recorded all of the videos for all of the applications what we're presenting here. I'll record after this. Shopping this changes to the ones that it's just a good user-friendly experience. And it's kind of a fun application because I actually enjoyed this one because I could actually see it be useful. Like category is super like straightforward. Like I just loved it. It was just, this was one of the ones that I was like not mad at working on. Honestly, I hate to say that, but some of these, but this was fun, and it honestly provided me with useful knowledge, and I'm just super happy about this
Perfect.
one.
Let's
So
do this. So,
thank you, Dr. Grisham, and hopefully
moving
this is
on
enough
to the next
information. If you
video,
need more,
and kind
just
of
on any of these
going
videos,
from
please
there,
feel
we
free to
would
let me
be
know.
on
And now I've recorded all of the
application,
videos for
basically
all of the
replace
applications,
application.
and
So,
I will
kind of
record after
just
this
gonna go
the
over
changes
kind of
to the ones that I pick.
how
Look forward to
difficult
reading
this
some more
was. It was
content for
mostly
you.
difficult because
Thank you,
the
Doctor.
API with Google is kind of tricky. We had to basically add a lot of features, and this is a long one. It took around 12 hours for me to set up, to be honest. It's just place models. We had to learn that. Place a screen, add place, river pod, provider, display places, add a place detail screen, pick image, image picker, device camera, previewing, and in it we kind of had to do just different implementations, especially with the Google geocoding API. I'll show you here. So basically, we had to implement this code in our API, and I'll show you where. So user places, and we want to just implement it. Add place, and you could just add place in the code, and it's just honestly everything was just about location, kind of add your widgets, place detail, and then here's the longitude, latitude. To run it, I would need to update it and to input a different location. It wasn't running on this one, but when I input a different location, like I did CPU, it worked. So that's all you would have to do. You just have to go to place detail, add a new one. That's just a placeholder for now, places. And then your main detail basically wants to show you, and it has different constraints, different everything. And then basically wants to show you kind of how to use geocoding in this application, basically outputting, configuring Google Maps, basically dynamic maps, location manually, add a place, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Trying to get this Microsoft clip. It was acting up earlier. And basically picked up places, SQL database. Yeah, it's just a lot of navigation, a lot of figuring out the API, to be honest with you, which was kind of a lot. So sorry about that. Definitely gonna need my plug my computer in very soon. 6%, so I can finish this video. But basically, learn a lot about Flutter and the native devices features, kind of practicing some Flutter's basics, widgets, and AI providers, picker library, location library, Google Maps, Flutter, Google Maps library, map screen, kind of adding the implementation, going into more detail of that. Sorry, my computer's going to shut down soon, so I want to make sure I get this video out before that. Okay, so here it is. So it's just kind of having a template of developing and kind of changing the development feature in this for the geomapping. That was something I had to learn, and kind of just went to Stackflow, honestly, and kind of was having issues. So kind of just read blogs and figured out that that was the issue holding it up. Flutter Google Maps library was a big implementation. Map and pick a location feature in a section. Third-party packages. Basically, Google Maps API converted a location to a human readable address or such snapshot preview. Basically, want data stored in the device, kind of have a safe directory, load places from a database, save places, feature in the application. And then we saw an understanding of how to use native devices was kind of the core foundation of this application. Yeah, there's just so much to this. Like, I want to show you. I just want to talk about it because there's just so many. Like, SQL is just like so. And my computer's about to power down. Sorry about that, but it's just user place and notifiers, load places, insert the place, basically SQL and get database in the user places Dart application. So it'll be right here. Um, that was just a key fundamental concept, kind of showing my understanding of it, and just kind of um, basically return it future and yield a database is basically what you're trying to do. You're trying to kind of utility function of get a database and add a query and kind of just automatically receive the list of items. Represents a row of a database and kind of name it, converted value, a shorter syntax. It's just all the ID, to-do list, load places, notifiers. Places are, sorry, I really want to show you this, but I really don't want the video to end out. But that's just some key concepts. I'm just going to provide a synopsis real quick before I kind of get out of this. So displaying places, yeah, just a pic of an image and just kind of using image picker package to kind of show it through a device camera. So that was the key concepts. Thank you. You're the best, Dr. Grisham. Appreciate it. And I can't wait to be tuning in for another video.